All right, hi everyone. So today we are doing chapter 1, part 1. And for this section, I'll have four recordings, but they should be really short. So let's get started. So we're going to begin with talking about types of societies. And so there's a couple types of societies that we're going to talk about. So the first one is hunter-gatherer. And so these societies were groups based on kingships or tribes. And so they really used their surroundings for survival. And as the title suggests, they hunted and they gathered. And so this historically was a more indigenous tribes. And yeah, so most of you should have learned this at some point historically, and it's probably one of the most well-known societies, the hunter-gatherer societies. And what's interesting about hunter-gatherer societies is that they tended to be egalitarian societies, so they weren't patriarchal societies. Both male and women, and even third genders in some cases, had equal say and equal participation in society. Very interesting things. Pastoral societies. So in these societies, it was the domestication of animals. They used animals as a source for survival. They used it for food, for clothing, for transportation. And so like hunter-gatherer society, they were also nomadic, and because they were kind of following where these animals were going and using them as resources, they weren't just trying to conquer the space and have a permanent settlement just yet. So yes. Horticultural societies. And so this is where communities started to build villages, camp towns, cities, whatever we want to call them, where rain would fall a lot. And so they were really more based on farming. They wanted to grow crops. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. It's been a long day. And so, however, like hunter-gatherer societies, and how they were using the space for survival, but they did not leave their location. Right, so these were permanent settlements at this point. And so this created more stability, more material goods, right? And it was really the start of a civilization as we know it now. Agricultural. And so for here, again, we're kind of expanding this idea that farming was a permanent thing, but really what came up here was the using of tools for farming and using permanent tools to survive. And so yeah, so this is the dawn of civilization as we know it, and I guess more here than the last one, I suppose. And yeah, and so this is really where the most important part is tools, because through tools was technology, and ended up to where we're at now, right? Feudal societies. And so this is more about hierarchies or types, a little different than the last ones, but it's talking about a strict hierarchical system of power based on land ownership for the lords. And they believed in divine power passed down by family lines. And so this is when we're thinking about royalty, kings and queens, and anything along that line, and everything was based on your family line and what you were born into. And really what they believed is that if you were born, luckily, if you picked the lottery ticket and you were born to be a king and a queen or a lord in some way, that you were blessed, that God loved you, and that it was your divine right to do so. And if you were born to be a peasant and poor and have nothing, then that's what God designed for you, and that was it, and you couldn't do anything about it. Then we have industrial societies. New inventions improved the lives of average people. So again, factories, cars, right? We're seeing how cities develop through industrialization, and really cities were able to grow. And the other thing that grew along with cities is inequality, right? And so a lot of people benefited from the labor, and yeah, and so inequalities grew. And I feel like you think of concrete jungle, and this idea of robber barons, right? These idea of like capitalistic, over greedy, removing regulations was very kind of big during this industrialization time, and people fighting, unions and people fighting for, you know, the 8-hour work day, the 5 work week, breaks, health, all those different things. As a result of the inequalities were organized by unions. And now we have post-industrial societies, and this is really the type of society we're in, and it's known as information or digital societies. And so this is going to be the production of information and services. That is what we're producing at this point, right? And this is going to be driven by knowledge and not goods. And so social classes are now going to be more divided by access to education. But I mean, yeah, and a lot of what kind of access do we have to education depends on how much money we have, right? And we'll cover that more when we go into education. But a lot of this information is also intersected with race, right? Intersected with geographic location. And so we'll kind of talk about those different things and what they look like in other places. But yeah, so that covers our couple of different types of societies that we have seen historically and more contemporary. And so yeah, and that is it. I told you it'd be a short lecture, and we're going to move on to the next section. All right, bye.